Easy work boxing. I'm about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Like, comment, and subscribe to the videos. Please subscribe to the videos if you want the real deal and the truth on boxing. I'm gonna give you nothing but the 100% truth when I spit this shit to you. You understand me? But this is a video on my boy Chris Eubank Jr. going back to Floyd Mayweather Sr. You know, I seen a clip today where he's back in training, which he should go back to training with him since Groves whooped on his ass the way he did, man. That was an embarrassing loss for him, I'm sure. But I gotta respect Chris Eubank Sr. for not being a petty father and not trying to control his son and allowing him, well, not necessarily allowing him, but pushing him to go work back with Floyd Mayweather Sr. You know, in my opinion, Floyd Mayweather Sr. is the greatest trainer that's out there right now. The proof is in the pudding. He trained Floyd Mayweather, you know, regardless of whatever got to say about him, the man could fight his ass off. But I hope that Chris Eubank makes Floyd Mayweather Sr. his regular trainer, not just going over there and training in the summer, anything like that. I'm hoping that he can continue on working with this man because he should. Because Chris Eubank is really a beast. You know what I'm saying? This dude throw hard punches, good body puncher. His only thing is that he lacked the fundamentals of boxing. You know, like footwork and jab. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't say jab. He has a good jab. He throws them uppercuts real well, but he just lacks the fundamentals, his movement, his ring IQ, which he's up in age, which is hard to build a fight off that when they're so far up in age. But, you know, we seen Tony Atlas change Tim Bradley in a couple of months. So, you know what I'm saying? We can't really say that he can't adapt to whatever Floyd Mayweather Sr. teaching him. But like I tell people all the time, Floyd Mayweather Sr. is not the coach that's just going to let you run over him and you're not going to go into training with him and you think you're going to be taking breaks and taking smoke breaks and going chilling with the friends and all that shit. No, Floyd Mayweather Sr. don't do that. That's why a lot of professional fighters end up leaving him. They come get the game from him, they get a little knowledge from him, then they think they're well enough to go run off. But I personally hope that Chris Eubank stays in the pocket with this man because Floyd Mayweather Sr. never gets his credit that he deserved. They love giving Freddie Roach Trainer of the Year, Derrick James Trainer of the Year. They always keep this man in the back pocket, maybe because he's Floyd Mayweather's father, and you know they been disliking Floyd for so long. They rather not give nobody any recognition. But if you ever want to be trained by anybody, the best person to go get trained by is Floyd Mayweather Sr. His career from him not being a champion has nothing to do with it. We all know he took a gunshot to the leg. You know, end up going to prison and things like that. But like I said again, the proof is in the pudding. He raised his son as a professional boxer, and look what Floyd did, and look how many champions that he done brought to the table, and look how many champions are willing to work and have worked with this man. So this is a positive thing for Chris Eubank. I think that Chris Eubank should stay with him for months and months on end before he comes back to get to learning about footwork and defense and, you know, just learning how to throw punches correctly. You know, Chris Eubank is a brute boxer puncher, but he's easily outboxed by boxers. You know, Billy Joe Saunders, you know, Groves. You know, I think those are the only two losses he's had, and those are coming from boxers who can move around the ring well and who can really box. But I like Chris Eubank Jr. Yeah, actually, hey, in my opinion, because I was thinking biasly, you know, I didn't really pay attention to what Groves can do and what was going on. I was just looking at the power and aggressiveness of Chris Eubank, and I was like, oh, he gonna go out there and knock Groves out. But I was fooled, you know what I'm saying? I was told another thing when he showed up and whooped on Chris Eubank ass the way he did. But hopefully we're gonna see a different Chris Eubank. And I think if he get them fundamentals together, ain't gonna be no stopping him. You know, it's a list like I ain't gonna say a list, but you know, I always say that Sean Porter could be a better fighter. But only problem is, I think that if he was to want to get another trainer, let's say move to a Floyd Mayweather Sr. or Freddie Roach or somebody like that, I think he'll probably break up a relationship, a bond that he has with his dad, and you know they have a strong relationship. But at the same time, that's holding Sean Porter back from not being the fighter that he could be because Sean Porter is a boxer puncher. It's an aggressive boxer puncher who has a good jab. Sean Porter has a great jab, but he lacks the fundamentals still to this day. And I think that if he had a chance to go not flirt, but go fuck with a Floyd Mayweather Sr. or somebody like that, then we'll see the best of Sean Porter. Because he's a quick fighter, you know what I'm saying? And along with the way he comes in, his body work, imagine if he could just box technically and had good footwork along with it. You know what I'm saying? The only problem is he comes in with his head. They always complain about Sean Porter with certain things, but I like Sean Porter. I think Sean Porter is a great fighter. But, right now I'm talking about Chris Eubank and, him going to see Floyd Mayweather. And, he's been there with Floyd Mayweather Sr. before, but it was only for a short period of time. I think that was just out there to, to give a little recognition, because it's like joining a gang. Like if somebody see you with the baddest gang in the fucking world, then somebody be skeptical of going against you. And I think that's what Chris Eubank Sr. was trying to do with his son. Just send him out there to the Mayweather gym so his opponents be like, oh, he's training well with the Mayweathers. But it was obvious he didn't learn anything from the Mayweathers. And he's been trained, by his father, or co-trained by his father. And as we see, by him losing the way he has to Saunders and to Groves, that's not working out for him well. So I like to see, because I'm a fan of Chris Eubank. I love the way he fights. I love his cockiness. I love the way he promotes himself. And I love to see him go out there and beat a big fighter and become the fighter that he needs to be, a well-known fighter, because he has the heart, he has the determination, and I know he has the will. So I'm just hopefully sitting here hoping that this man will not just go out there for 6 months or 2 months and just stop training with this man. You need to have Floyd Mayweather Sr. as your personal boxing trainer. If you had to bring him to the UK, if you had to pay his way to the UK, y'all need to get at Floyd Mayweather Sr. This man is the truth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be talking about that punching bag. The Charlo brothers still talking about how to be punching the pads real quick. It's not about what they're doing in a professional boxing fight. It's about reflex and opening. It ain't got nothing to do with if you're gonna be able to do that in the ring. It's not about that. And the average fighter and the average person who watches boxing don't know anything about it, then you wouldn't understand that. You'll be sitting there thinking like, oh, them pity pat punches, they ain't gonna be able to. It's not about that. It's about reflexes and being able to hit openings and moving your body and head roll. That's all it's about. It's not about being able to get into the ring and do that. That's just bullshit. And the Charlo brothers and them know that shit. You're not gonna get into no fight with somebody just constantly throwing at you and you sitting there blocking it. No, it's about your reflexes, how you can hit it open and quick. Duck your head on the quick hit. That's all it's about. And I think, Chris Eubank Jr. needs that. His father was an excellent fighter. His father fought some of the best. And, it takes a man to sit up and say, I want my son to be a better fighter than I was. And I want him to go out there and get the best training. So I salute Chris Eubank Sr. for going out there and allowing his son to, move to different trains and go different places and try to learn more different things about boxing. But, it's easy work boxing. Thank you for your time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. I also have to tell y'all, man, I be wanting to do other things, you know what I'm saying? Like, which I don't have nothing but my phone, you know what I'm saying? But in time, I'm going to be doing other videos like little comedy skits or, shit like that, because I'm a very funny person at times, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Virgo, but I'm very serious a lot. But I'm going to be bringing y'all other stuff too. So, you know what I'm saying? So all my subscribers, just stay close with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give y'all something to laugh at. I'm going to keep that boxing coming too. But, so I just want to move to another, thing to bring my channel to another level. But, this Easy Work Boxing. Thank you for your time. Like, comment, and subscribe. Take care of you and your family, and y'all be safe. I'm out.